All right, the next thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at kind of how this Canvas course is laid out and where to find important information. All right, the first thing that I want to point out is there will be announcements posted on Sundays and Thursdays, and if there is an upcoming exam, there will be an announcement posted regarding study session on Tuesdays. These announcements can be accessed two different ways. The first one is from the home screen. If you look at this home screen, you'll see at the very top it says Recent Announcements, and if you click on it, it will take you to that announcement, I'm hoping. Here you can go ahead and see the latest information in terms of what you need to do and what assignments are due. The other way that you can access the announcements is if you come over here to the left side of the screen, you will see that it says Announcements. And so if you come to that one, you can see all of the announcements. Now, all of these are not posted. These are going to be sent out on the days that they are available, okay? And so you can go ahead and come back here if you missed an announcement or if you need to go back and look at anything. All right, let's go back to our home screen. That is our announcements. The next thing we want to talk about is the course materials. All right, so this video, I'm just going to talk about the videos and the note templates and that sort of thing in terms of where to find them. So after you finish the start here and you finish off those assignments, including watching this video, and you read the syllabus and all that, as soon as we are ready to get started in our math journey, we can go to where it says modules on the home screen. So I am clicking on this modules here. And it'll take us to the modules landing page. From here, you can go ahead and access any of the modules. The other way that you can access the modules is if you come over here again to the left side of the screen, you will see underneath home, you will see modules. You can click on that. But if you do that, you're going to have to scroll depending on where we are in the semester and what it entails. All right, so just to let you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 modules. And then the 11th one is going to be the CCDM 114 and My Math Lab links. And we'll go through that one when we actually talk about My Math Lab. For now, we're just going to go into Module A. And this takes us to the Module A start page. From here, this is going to give you basically an overview of everything that is available or needs to be done for Module A. The first thing that we have is documents. These are the note templates that I have created for you. If you come to Module A overview, you can kind of see what we have here. This is going to be all the topics and the page numbers that are in the notes to help you kind of figure out where you can find things. Okay, so notice here it says the page numbers listed correspond to the page numbers in the notes, not the textbook. Okay, my notes are going to be pretty long. You'll see that you're probably going to have over 100 pages by the end of the semester if you print out the notes. But you can see here the different topics that we're going to look at. Module A is devoted to review of numbers, and so we're going to talk about classifying number systems. We're going to talk about basic features of numbers, including the number line and graphing. We're going to talk about comparing the less than and greater than symbols, absolute value. We're going to talk about fractions. We're going to talk about operations with signed numbers, an introduction to exponents, and order of operations. There's a Module A review and the answer keys. All right, so if you come to the second page is going to tell you what the topics in terms of the videos and the links to the videos are on the right side. The topic, now here it will tell you the section number from the textbook and the page numbers. Now just so you know, Module A and B, we're going to kind of bounce around. The textbook kind of does a little bit of both numbers and algebras in chapters 1 and 2, and I did want to separate them out, so there is some stuff from chapter 1 that will be seen in Module B. Alright, so these are all of the videos and the links. Alright, so now let's go back into Module A. Okay, the other things that we have here in terms of documents, we have the Module A answer key. I put that at the beginning just because the answer key is going to have answers for the rest of the sections in terms of try it on your own problems, and there's some supplemental problems at the end of the section. I'm just going to open up one of these so you can kind of see what we have in the notes. This is a pretty long one because this is the fractions review, and I wanted to make sure that you guys had a good understanding of fractions. Alright, so this is our note template. If you see, you also have the video link at the top here. Now as you go through this, you'll see that there are examples. These examples are the ones that are worked out in the videos. And so you'll see that there are lots of examples. There are procedures. There is vocabulary. And then if you keep going, and I think it's going to be a little bit further down. Alright, we got our fraction review. We got our dividing. And if you come down here towards the end of the section, you will see some problems that say try the following on your own. These are ones that I recommend you try on your own, like you would in a face-to-face class. And then check your answers with the answer key that's provided in the previous document. If you have any errors, check them. If you have any questions, contact me. The other thing that you're going to see in these documents is you're going to see something that says exercises. Now these are not required. These are problems that I have my face-to-face students do. And it's more just an opportunity for me to be able to give feedback a little bit more instead of what's given in the homework, and to check your work. But for this class, these are not going to be required, but if you need extra practice, and this is where you want to start. These are problems that I created, which means that these are going to be the most similar to the problems that you see when you take the exams on Canvas. Alright, that is going to be the document that you have there. Alright, let's see what else we got. We also have, as I mentioned, the answer key. And if you look at the answer key real fast, we have the try it on your own problems, so you can check your answers. And if you look where it says take home exercises, these are those exercises that I just pointed out in terms of the answers to those. Okay, if you come down to the very end, there is also the answers for the test review that is available. Okay, the last thing that we have in the documents is the test 1 review. So I recommend printing these out, or at least having them open. I do recommend writing as much as you can on your own. To me, that's the best way to learn something. But if you struggle with writing it while you're watching the videos, then I would recommend copying what's in the note templates. Alright, the next thing that we have on our start page for Module A is we have the videos created by the instructor. These are the ones that you can watch and take notes. These are going to have the examples, and basically this is the lectures that you would have if you were taking my face-to-face class. The next thing that we have is homework. These are the assignment. We have homework and quizzes and tests. Homework, these are going to be the assignments that are in my math lab. And you can either use the links here, or if you will show you I'll show you a couple ways that you can access these. And so these are the homeworks as well as the due dates, and I'll kind of make some adjustments to make sure due dates are written on this page so that you can go ahead and see them. You can either click the link, or if you want to, and it'll take you to one way that you can go ahead and access these. Similarly for the quizzes and tests, the main thing that I do want to point out is before you take quizzes, make sure that you come in and read the helpful hints page. This is going to give you instructions on what I expect to see on your show your work in order to receive full credit, as well as common mistakes that students make. For instance, if you come down to quiz 2, before you take quiz 2, notice it says make sure that you enlarge the print on the screen before starting a problem, because a lot of students have trouble differentiating the plus sign from the division sign. So you'll see tips like that, as well as what you have to show in order to receive credit on the problems that require it. Also, if you come to this page, you can go ahead and click the link over here that will allow you to go ahead and access quiz 1. All right, we have that. The last thing that you can find on this page is a link to the discussion. And these are going to be due on Sunday nights. Again, remember, you do need to make sure that you, there is no late submission for this, so it has to be done by Sunday. So just so you have an idea of what regular discussions are going to include, this is basically reflect on your experience over the course of the week. This discussion, you have operations with real numbers and order of operations. And so if you notice here up at the top, we have what were the topics that we covered over the week, or what topics would I like you to discuss in this discussion. And there are going to be 4 major components to this. The first one is required. What was something new that you learned or made progress with? Make sure that you keep track of examples, either problems from the notes or homework over the course of the week. If you did not learn anything new, then you still have something to do for this. You cannot just sit there and say, I understood everything, and I didn't learn anything new. That will not get you points. If you understood everything, then pick one of the topics that's listed here and explain how to do it. Part 2 of this. What are you still struggling with? Make sure that you include examples and problems from the notes or homework and details regarding the issue that you are having. This is an opportunity for you to kind of reach out without actually having to go through official channels, just kind of talk amongst yourselves and see if you can help each other out. But if you sit there and say things like, I don't understand how to multiply fractions, well, that really doesn't help. Gives me an idea, but what is it that you struggled with in terms of multiplying fractions? Do you have a hard time finding greatest common factor? Do you forget when are you supposed to multiply? When are you supposed to flip? When are you supposed to do LCD? Provide as much detail as you can in terms of what it is that you're really struggling with. Third thing, this is not necessarily a requirement, but do you have any outside resources or insights that others might find helpful? If you used any outside resources, provide links so that everybody in the class has access to them. or if you have any strategies that are different from what is presented in the notes and the videos, provide them. I will tell you, as an instructor, every now and then a student teaches me something new and I incorporate it into my lectures. And so, make sure that you bring stuff if you have stuff to provide. All right, and then the last thing is analyze the error. Here, this is just kind of, before you can get good at checking your own work, it's always a good idea to check someone else's work. So I have gone ahead and put and analyzed the error in most of these discussions. And basically, you just need to go ahead and kind of explain what the error was, what should the student have done, and the better you get at analyzing someone else's mistakes, the easier it is for you to be able to analyze your own. The last thing that you need to do is make sure that you read through the other posts and respond to at least 2 other students. Remember, this is a discussion, which means we need to discuss. All right, so I know that probably seems like a lot, but again, this is just an opportunity for you guys to get to know each other and learn from each other and not feel so isolated. All right, the next thing that we want to look at. All right, I'm going to go back to the Module A start page. And if you come down here to the bottom, you can quickly access everything here. But the other thing that you can do is if you want to kind of go through in order, this is all listed out in the modules. So if you click the next button down at the bottom, you'll notice here that we have the documents, we have the review of numbers, we have the overview page. We also have the assignment deadlines page, and so if you come here, you can just quickly see when everything is due. And the one thing that I do want to point out here is if you notice down at the bottom, try to back up, you will see at the bottom it says all assignments for Module A are due by Saturday, August 31st. That is the day of Test 1. All right, if we keep going through, we're going to see the documents. And so you can scroll through all of these as you go one by one. All right, so the third way that you can access the all of the materials is if you come over to modules over on the left side of the screen. If you notice, you have Module 0, Getting Started. You can come to Module A and you can see everything that's listed out. And here we have the documents, which are the PDF files. We have the videos. We have the homework assignments. We have the helpful hints. We have the quizzes. We have the tests review. We have the test and we have the discussion here. And you will have that for all of the modules. So again, remember, I recommend just kind of going into modules and then going to the next one, whichever one we're on. Let's see here. Is there anything else? The last thing I want to point out is, if you recall, in the syllabus, we talked about the tutoring center. If you are interested in signing up for online tutoring, if you come over to the left side of the screen, you will see this ARC tutoring. You can go ahead and click on that link. You can find information regarding the tutoring centers and online tutoring. I highly recommend that if you are in the Las Cruces area or El Paso or Anthony, make time to go to the tutoring center. They do not get funding if we do not use the resource, and so we want to make sure that they continue to get funding. This is a free resource, and so make sure that you take advantage of it. And of course, all right, here we go, ARC. If you come here, we have the ARC, 8 to 7, 8 to 5 on Fridays. It gives you all 4 campuses where you can find tutors. And the tutoring schedules give it a little bit of time so that they can finalize the schedules. I know that they are probably still using, trying to get tutors into the tutoring center. But as soon as that is available, you can go ahead and check there. If you want to sign up for, and I'm going to say, let's go ahead and click on tutoring schedules. You can kind of play around here and see exactly when people are available. And I will try to find out exactly how to sign up for the online tutoring. I think if you go to contact us, you can go ahead and sign up for online tutoring. Again, they may still be working on that schedule. All right, let's see. Is there anything else I want to show? I think that's all I want to show at the moment. Okay. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. And in the next couple of videos, they won't be this long because I broke them down. We'll talk about the resources in my math lab.